So hello guys, hope you guys all are fine and doing great. And this is Coding DApps, and I'm Ibtisam. And basically from last two videos, we are learning blockchain development or decentralized applications development. And this will be our third video. And in this video, we are going to extend our ERC20 token contract more. And yeah, this is the contract that we have developed in the last two videos. And so in the first video, we inherits the ERC20 token contract from Openzeppelin and created our own token with the name my token, and the symbol of that and the symbol of our token is MTK, just like Bitcoin has BTC. And in the second video, we have successfully mint some tokens and successfully deployed the contract on Truffle blockchain, on Truffle test blockchain. And yeah, and now in this video, the task the goal of this lecture, of this tutorial, is like how we can extend the contract more. And we are going to add one more important functionality for our ERC20 token contract is I will talk about the functionality, but let's open our Truffle develop console with the Truffle console with the help of Truffle develop. So yeah, these are my test accounts, and yeah, these are the private keys of these test accounts. So okay, now the goal, we are going to extend our contract, and in this contract, right now, this mint function, like anyone can mint as much as he can. Okay, so we don't need this. There should be there should be a total supply, or there should be a capped, so that there should be a total supply of our ERC20 token. So nobody can mint as much as he can, so there should be a total supply. And how we can add this functionality? So we are going to add this functionality with the help of Openzeppelin again, just like we are using the ERC20 token contract from Openzeppelin. So in this video, in this tutorial, we are going to use Openzeppelin again. We are going to see, and we will I will teach you, but let's I think this is our so this is the Truffle console. And I think do I need to let's deploy this contract again. And you guys have to remember this command, because we are going to use this command again and again. So the command to deploy the contract is like truffle migrate minus reset. So this will deploy your contract, your both contract. The first contract is the migrations contract, and the second is the my token address, my token contract. And this is the transaction has, and this is the contract address. So okay, and now again, as I mentioned, like we are going to limit the mint functionality. So and how we can mint how we can limit the mint functionality, and with the help of Openzeppelin. And Openzeppelin, basically they have created the separate contract for this functionality, for this feature, and we are going to use that smart contract, that functionality from Openzeppelin. And how? And okay, so like okay, where is the where is our ERC20 token contract? So basically it's in the token folder, and there is one more folder in the token folder in the extension. So this is the extensions folder. So, and yeah, in the extension folder there is a contract ERC20 capped. So this contract, we are going to use it, and we are going to limit our mint functionality. Okay, so this is the token, this is the contract that Openzeppelin coded or write this smart contract. And we are going to use this smart contract in our ERC20 token. And okay, let me explain this contract. It's a very small contract, just about 30 to 40 lines of code. And this so okay, like this is just a private variable, and this is the constructor of of this smart contract, because we have to define the limit in the constructor of this smart contract. So like how much should be the total supply. So how much is the total supply for your ERC20 token? And yeah, this is just a function, a normal function, to return the balance, to return the basically to return the total supply, or the cap, or the limit. And then this is the important function. This is the important function. And so like if we see this function, the first line of code is the authentication, or the require statement. And what does it mean? Like, so ERC20, so the statement is like, first of all, it will check the total supply from the ERC20 token contract. And so like if someone is going to mint the tokens, then what happens, like it will check the total supply plus this amount. So if the total supply of the ERC20 token contract plus this amount is less than the cap or the limit, then the mint function from the ERC20 token contract will run. And what does it mean, like this the keyword super? Super keyword means like you are going to overwrite the mint function from the ERC20 token contract. So the super keyword like is to overwrite the function that is in the parent contract. Okay, so it's a very small yeah, function as well, and also a very small smart contract. I hope you guys can easily understand this. And I think yes. And first of all, and yeah, okay, let me explain one more thing. This ERC20 token contract inherits from ERC20 contract. Okay, and so now as I mentioned, like we are going to use this ERC20 token contract that already inherits ERC20 contract. And so like the important thing is like uh, in our contract, in our my token contract, we already inherits ERC20 contract, so we don't need to write the ERC20 capped, like okay, like we have to write the ERC20 capped, ERC20 capped. Okay, but we don't so right now you can see like if I write ERC20 capped, and then I have already written ERC20, so it means like ERC20 cap already inherits ERC20. So you have to delete, you have to delete this ERC20, because you just have to mention ERC20 capped. And because ERC20 capped already inherit ERC20, and what does inherits mean, like it already imports the functionalities of ERC20. It already imports all the functions from the ERC20 contract in this contract. Okay, and yeah, here is you can see like import import command. And now we are going to see like okay, the first thing is like I already mentioned the contract name that I inherit. The contract name is ERC20 capped, ERC20 capped. But now I also have to change here ERC20, because this contract ERC20 capped contract is available in the ERC20 folder, and but also in the extension folder. Okay, so we have to write it like ERC20. We are in the token folder, and then in the token folder there is an ERC20 folder, and then the ERC20 folder there is the extensions folder, and in the extension folder there is an ERC20 capped contract. Okay, capped.sol. So this is how we can import the ERC20 capped contract. And what okay, and okay, there is an error, but yeah, we will solve it. And now we have to this is the constructor for the ERC20 contract. Yes, we have to again mention it here. We are not going to delete it, but there is one more constructor in the ERC20 capped contract, and we are going to define it. And how we can define it? The name of the contract is like ERC20 capped, just like we did it for the ERC20 contract constructor. So the same we are going to write it for the ERC20 capped. Okay, and now in the as you guys can see, like in the ERC20 capped constructor, there we have to mention like what should be the total supply of our ERC20 token. So I would like let's suppose 100 into 10 raised to the power 10. Okay, into 18. So like what does it mean? So it means like 1000 ether. So like 1000 tokens or 1000 ethers, because 10 raised to the power, because 1 ether is equals to 10 raised to the power 18 way. So like in other words, 10 raised to the power of 18 way is equal to 1 ether. So it's like we have to mention the cap in the way form. So that is why we have I have written 10 into into 18 zeros. So this is how we can define the constructor for this ERC20 capped. And yeah, that's it. We are going to save it. And now we I can I will show you the, first of all, let's just compile the contract, because I want to show you one error. I'm already in the Truffle console, so let's just deploy it. So it does mean so like maybe you guys can get this error, because right now I'm getting this error, because when I'm going to compile it, there is so when I just compiled my contract and I got the error of type error. Immutable variables cannot be read during contract creation time. So this error means like you cannot mint the tokens at the time of deploying your contract, because you can see this is our mint function, and I'm going to mint the function while deploying the contract. So now I have to create a separate function for the mint, and it should be and it should be outside of the constructor. And how I am going to do that, I will show you guys. Okay. And now what should be the function name? It's up to you. Let me see, like minting should be the function name. Okay, and in the minting function I'm going to provide two arguments, because I'm going to call the underscore mint function from the ERC20 contract. Underscore mint function, where is the underscore mint function? We have already seen in the previous video. So okay, yeah, here is the mint function, and in the mint function it requires two arguments. The first one is the address, and the second one is the amount. The address is like on which address should get the balance, should get the mint tokens. So okay, AWDRESS, and then R is receiver, and then the second argument is like amount. So uint 256, and then amount is like AMM. And then okay, so okay, function minting, and yeah, it should be but external function, because it should be an external function. And yeah, so okay, minting, previously it was very easy. We can define the mint function in the constructor, but right now we cannot do it, because I already show you the error. The error is a type error, and when you copy this error and place it on Stack Overflow or other Openzeppelin platforms, the solution, you guys can you guys will see, like the solution is to mint the tokens outside of the constructor. So that is why I am creating this function for your to get rid of this error. And the function name is like minting, and now I'm going to call the mint function, and in the mint function I'm going to provide these arguments, rec comma amount. Okay, that's it. So this is done. This is our mint function. Previously it was very easy. We can, again, as I mentioned, like it was very easy. We can define the mint function, but now okay, because of this error, we have separately defined the mint function. And now the capped is like, you guys have to remember the capped is like 1000 ethers. So if someone is going to mint 1001 ether, then this contract should not allow that person to mint 1001 ether, because the total supply will be the now the total supply is 1000 ethers, and we are going to test it. And we will see. So let's so now okay, now I think let's just compile the contract. There should be no error in it. Yeah, I think there is no error. Yeah, there is no error. And now I'm going to deploy it. And to deploy it, as I mentioned, you guys have to remember this command. The command is truffle migrate -- reset. Yeah, and we have successfully deployed the contract. Yeah. And now we are going to create the instance. To create the instance, let's just create a new variable. Let uu is equal to await, and then the what should be the what is the contract name? My token dot deployed. Okay, and yeah, So when you guys got the undefined, so it means like you have successfully deployed the contract, successfully created the instance. And if I now type uu is that it's just a variable, you guys can choose any variable you want. Okay, so these are the functions. Okay, so now we have successfully created the instance of our contract. And now if I'm going to mint the function more than the capped, then I should get an error. I should get an error if I'm going to mint the function more than the cap. So the mint function, okay, so now what is the function name? Minting. Okay, so the function is like minting, and this minting function require two arguments. The first one is the address is like I'm going to use my first address from the Truffle test blockchain that I just showed you, I think just few minutes ago. Yeah, these are the I think, yeah, this address. So the address is like at the 0 position of the array. And yeah, accounts 0 because I'm going to use the first address, and then the comma because this minting function require two arguments. And the second one is like amount, and you guys have to mention the amount in double quotes because in string format. So okay, and again you guys have to mention the amount in the string format, okay, but in also in the wave format. So okay, so if is so I'm going to test the function and I'm going to mint, let's suppose 2000 ethers, and it should not allow me to mint more than 1000 ethers. Now I'm going to test it. So let's 2000 ethers means this is 2000, and then you guys have to place 18 zeros to becomes 2000 ethers. So now I'm going to add 18 zeros. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. So these are my 18 zeros, and I'm going to close this. Okay, so now I should get an error because I'm going to mint 2000 ethers, and that limit is 1000 ethers. So I should get an error when I press enter. So now let's check. Okay, I got an error, but let's see what error I got. Yeah, so this is the error that I want you to show you. Like I got an error of cap exceeded, because the reason is like I cannot mint tokens more than the capped. So now if I go, so now you guys have to test it. If I like if I do it like this, if I remove I just remove the double quote. So if I remove 2 and then place it 1, then I should mint the tokens. So this is what I want to show you. My function, now you guys can see my function successfully runs. I don't get an error. So this means like when you get this logs, this means like your function successfully runs. So this is what I want to show you, and we have successfully extend our ERC20 contract. Or basically we have extend our token, and the token name is like my token, the symbol is mtk, and we have successfully added the ERC20 capped functionality with the help of Openzeppelin. We use their ERC20 contract, and then we inherit the ERC20 capped contract, and we have successfully add the minting functionality, and we have tested this ERC20 capped contract. And again, the most important thing is like this ERC20 capped contract already inherits from ERC20 contract. So that is why we didn't have to import the ERC20 contract. We just have to import the ERC20 capped contract, and obviously we have to mention the contract name, and then all done. And this is the contract of our ERC20 contract. This is the constructor of our ERC20 contract, and this is the constructor of our ERC20 capped contract. And in the constructor we have to mention the total supply or the capped, and then we have to created a separate function for minting because we were getting an error. And after creating this function, I deployed this contract to the Truffle blockchain, and we have successfully test this minting functionality when we try to mint 2000 ethers, then we got an error. So I think now this is it from this video, and I'm going to see you in the in the next video, and maybe we will extend this contract more. And yeah, so this is it from this video, and hope you guys have a nice weekend, have a nice day, and this is it. So okay guys, bye bye.